Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to episode 3 of our All Elite Wrestling journey. You join us on the road to Blood and Guts, our pay-per-view for June. And we're looking to try and carry on our run of OK shows so far, 74 for our first show and a 69 last week with the pretty poor main event of John Moxley against the Dark Order member Stu Grayson. This week again we'll all be at Daly's Place. I just feel like it's home for AEW, so we may as well continue to use it until we can sell it out and move on. So I'm hoping this particular show can lead us to, as I say, continually growing pop and taking the fight to the WWE. We do have some more new signings in, so a couple are waiting and ready to debut when the time is right, but it's already a fairly stacked roster with 76 on board already, and some I'm already struggling to get on shows, but they are filling out the AEW Dark card, which we'll cover at the end of the episode as well. So before we kick on, just the usual shout-outs. We're doing quite a wee bit earlier this time, so like usual, check out twdb.com for all your needs on there, and the Fantasy Booker subreddit, and of course the Grey Dog Software forums. It means if you've got the game, you can get the patches from there as well. If I do seem to be not up to date with the patch, don't worry, I'm just recording a couple episodes back to back. I'm fully up to date every day on the website, making sure there's a patch, so don't worry, I am keeping up to date. But yeah, other thing I'm going to say as well, if you do have any YouTube videos on TEW and you tweet them out, just tag me on Twitter and I'll happily retweet them, honestly. More than happy to do so. And hopefully one day we'll get those comments back up and running, but I'll keep an eye on that situation, which at this time of recording hasn't changed. So we'll crack on for some AEW Dynamite, and yeah, let's see how this show goes down. So 13 segments today, 3-4-4-2, okay, attends at Daly's Place, and it wouldn't be an edition of AEW Dynamite without the Inner Circle opening the show. And we of course have Jericho, Hager, Ortiz, Santana and Sammy Guevara, and basically Jericho starts at the same way, just 10 days away from Blood and Guts, and the day that AEW sees the Elite defeated and deleted. To which Sammy Guevara jumps out and says, deleted, yeah, Matt Hardy, deleted. No usual kind of Sammy Guevara comment. Jericho says, thanks Sammy. Now for the mishap 2 weeks ago with myself and Sammy, we've continued to grow strong from there, where Hager's went on and won. Santana and Ortiz won last week as well. Tonight Sammy Guevara will redeem himself with a win in the AEW TNT tournament, and if he has to go to Blood and Guts and do double duty, well, let's just say we'll have a plan B. You see, we're the Inner Circle, we're popular, we've got contacts, and maybe, just maybe, around Blood and Guts, our numbers might grow greater. So Elite, 10 days of preparation. Let's see how your boys do against the mighty Santana and Ortiz in tonight's main event. So hyping up the fact that that match is just 10 days away, and tonight's main event will see the team of Cody and Kenny Omega take on Santana and Ortiz. So the segment got a 72, fairly respectable. Everybody came across very well there apart from Santana. Jericho benefited from his hot catchphrase and he got the show off to a strong start with the crowd getting hot, which is good to see. So the opening contest was in the TNT Championship first round, and it was about to have some good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, and we saw Darby Allin defeat Sammy Guevara in 11:56 with a coffin drop. So pretty good matchup there. 76 is very solid. That actually could honestly main event. Guevara a 68, a 73 for Darby, and it got the crowd buzzing as well. So yeah, that plan from the Inner Circle backfires already with this defeat for Sammy Guevara. And just to give you an idea, this was our Steal the Show match, which gives you an idea of why that done so well. And all the negatives was Sammy's stamina and Darby's inconsistency. Next up, small wee hype package again for Nyla Rose, just again getting our champion a bit of exposure, because the women's division is not really over in this, so, and you could argue similar to real life, so I'm really trying to push them over in these kind of vignettes on Dynamite and on Dark, just to try and get them over so they can have some good matches and we can have a very stellar women's division. Next up, another very good match. About to have great heat and good wrestling in the TNT Championship first round. Pac defeated Dustin Rhodes in 11:35 with a corkscrew shooting star press. A 74 again could main event. Dustin Rhodes with 56, Pac with 75, and this match also got the crowd hotter, which is good to see. Just a regular matchup, and Dustin with your declining physical ability. Next up, small promo from Pac. It's about bloody time that AEW bears witness to my greatness. I have came to AEW to make a statement, and not only will I go ahead and win the TNT Championship, defeating each and every one of these losers, but I will proceed then to go on and win the AEW World Championship as well. So he's obviously a bit pissed he's not been on Dynamite the last couple of weeks, but a solid 82 promo, and he improvised well with Excalibur doing a weak job at the commentary booth. Next on the agenda in the TNT Championship, and about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, I had Christopher Daniels defeat Kip Sabian in 11:05 with the last rights. So another win for Daniels, he's progressing well. 49 for him, a 45 for Kip, and a 53 matchup overall. This match was storytelling, and yeah, a few negatives here, holding back, and Daniels unfortunately suffering that declining physical ability, despite being a pretty damn good wrestler even at his older years, and he will progress through. Next up, we're backstage with Alex Marvez, who is with Trent and Orange Cassidy. Alex Marvez asks Trent, Orange, I know it's been a difficult time for you, but how is Chuck Taylor? Trent just takes all the questions. He says, yeah Alex man, it's been difficult, but obviously he's been in the hospital with the finest medical care. He's had surgery to stabilise any injuries that occurred in that horrible incident. Do you have any idea who it was that may have done such a heinous action? To Trent saying, I don't know man. We're just a good group of guys, a group of best friends, and obviously someone out there doesn't quite like that. Hopefully one day we'll suss that out. And then Alex Marvez asks, tonight you face Shawn Spears. How do you focus on that given the circumstances you're in right now? It's been difficult, but we do know Chucky's watching this at home, and hopefully I can put on a performance that he would be proud of, and that I can get that W here. So it's good to know that that's him. He's at the hospital, he's fine. Well, he's not fine, but he's obviously recovering from the injuries, but he's going to be out for a while. Yeah, how can Trent and Orange Cassidy go on from that? So a 54 rating there, the storyline continues. Great public support for Orange Cassidy, and yeah, a lot of positives there. And in the final first round match in the TNT Championship, it was a decent matchup where Lance Archer defeated Colt Cabana in 9:55 with a blackout. 56 performance for Archer, a 44 Colt. Jake doing some good work at ringside, and Cabana having the support as well, but the heel prevails. 58 rated match is okay. This was a wild brawl as well, and a few negatives. Both guys, physical decline. Yikes. Not ideal. Next up, we're joined in the ring by Maxwell Jacob Friedman and his bodyguard Wardlow. And he says, it's a complete joke that for the third week in succession, I'm not booked in the damn show. But we all know the reason for that, don't we? When Cody and all his dipshit friends are clearly bitter and upset that I beat them, so not only do I not get booked, I don't even get entered in the TNT Championship tournament. I mean, what the hell is up with that? I'm better than those 8 losers. Hell, they should have just given me the championship. So Cody, I'll be at blood and guts. Just give me a dipshit opponent, I'll beat them, and then down the line I'll kick your ass again. You ain't stopping me from getting no big payday. So just remember one thing, I'm better than you, and you know it. And I've completely made a typo there, so let's just pretend that I did not. This is what happens with rush angles. There we go. And you know it. So MJF looked good, he improvised well, he benefited from being the flavour of the month. So a 53 rating there, and yeah, amazing heel work from Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Next up was a decent matchup that saw Shawn Spears defeat Trent Beretta, or Trent, I mean, decide what I'm going to call him, in 9:32 with a running Death Valley driver. A 65 rated matchup. Spears only at 50 to Trent's 62. But yeah, some good momentum for Shawn Spears there, with Tully Blanchard in his corner. Shawn Spears picks up the win, but his music is cut off by the music of the Exalted One. Brody Lee has a few words for Spears. Mr. Spears, it seems that we both have a common goal in mind, and that is, of course, Mr. Moxley, and something that he has in his possession. I will do the gentleman-like thing, and I will step aside to allow you this chance with Mr. Moxley, as this will allow more time for the Dark Order to continue its preparation. But be made aware, Mr. Spears, should you defeat Moxley and win the AEW World Championship, then the Dark Order will see you as the threat, and will seek to move its attention towards you. So Brody Lee is still looking at the AEW World Championship that says, yeah, you can have the opportunity at Blood and Guts, but be warned that the Dark Order will be more than ready post Blood and Guts. So a 64 rating for the Exalted Ones promo. The Mox v Exalted Ones program has carried on and gained heat. And that takes us into our co-main event, which was a good matchup that saw Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr. of the Lucha Brothers defeat SCU's Kazarian and Scorpio Sky in 11:59 when Rey Fenix defeated Frankie Kazarian with a Meteora. So brilliant performances from Pentagon and Rey Fenix, and yeah, pretty decent from Scorpio and Frankie. I think Frankie might have the physical decline as well. Please not. Yep. So not ideal, but still fantastic hands to have in All Elite Wrestling. And to finish the show, our main event of the night was a match that had great heat and good wrestling. The team of Kenny Omega and Cody defeated Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz in 18-24 when Cody pinned Santana following a crossroads. Kenny Omega carried the match in terms of a ring performance, his 82 against everyone else's 68, but it continued the Blood and Guts storyline, gaining it some heat. Cody benefited as well as Kenny from public support, and a 76 is a fair decent rating there. I'm not going for 80s and 90s off the bat. I don't know why I had Cody to win and lose there, but thankfully it's given it to Santana, so bit of a mistake there by me, but it's been fixed anyway. And yeah, overall pretty decent. And Cody's debuted a new high spot which popped the crowd. His psychology will be helped in the future. Perfect arm. So you're the coach. So overall, far better show. A 78 overall rating there, and that's increased our popularity in 17 regions. So we're getting people over, we're having some good matches, and we're slowly putting towards a card for Blood and Guts. I mean, already you can put in the Elite and the Inner Circle in a 5-on-5 match. I'm going to see how risky it's going to let me go with that. You're going to have Moxley defending the world title. You're going to have the TNT Championship in there. And yeah, MJF in action as well. So there's still quite a good bit to build. But overall, I'm looking forward to the card that we'll have. So my phone goes off in the background. So we'll jump into the main screen. We'll see how we did in terms of television. And obviously we'll look and see how AEW Dark was presented. Let's see. Oh, Mansoor is out injured. He'll be out for a few months. NXT, now a team of gentlemen Jack Gallagher and Timothy Thatcher, and they're also grown as well. Oh, and that's obviously, yeah, Cody's new move that fans were amazed by. So we get a much bigger crowd than NXT. We got a 1.39 television rating. And they get a 1.36, so it's close in terms of, in fact, actually, well, that is a total one at the start, and so that's pretty close in terms of the TV ratings. So that's interesting. AEW Dark, so we had Stu Grayson defeat Michael Nakazawa with an MJF hype package. We had Wardlow defeat Brandon Cutler. We had Priscilla Kelly and Bea Priestley defeat Emi Sakura and Shanna with a private party music video. We had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defeat Yuka Sakazaki and the Hybrid 2 with a victory over the Strong Hearts. So yeah, giving a few people exposure on AEW Dark. And there we go, the latest signing to All Elite Wrestling, you virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. Wanted another one for my women's division, and that is one that's perfect, so she'll sign on a 3-year contract, written with an iron clause in it, and $6,000 per month. So, boom, Deonna is signed. Yeah, we might not sign him, by the way. We are in deep negotiations with Kurt Hawkins or Brian Myers. WWE are putting up a fight for him. it's going to be real interesting to see if we can make that happen. I don't know if it's just MJF being a heel, but Ray Phoenix is clumsy. Okay. And then just your viewing figures and the drug test. But overall, it's going pretty well. And as I say, we need to get it up to 77, so we're a long way off that. But with these 63s, if we track our progress, we were at 60 when we started, so we are growing at a good pace. You never know. This could end up being a massive war down the line against the WWE. Let's hope we can get to that. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please stay safe, take care. Say, any thoughts? Tweet me at TEW2020, and hopefully one day we'll get the stuff popping up on the comments section again. But until then, stay safe, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye bye.